Hello to everyone on YouTube. Today is Tuesday, the 26th of November 2013. Um, yeah, now I want to start off by saying that if my voice sounds a little bit hoarse or whatever, or muffled during the video, then please excuse me as I have a cold. And I'm rather stuffed up with it. So please excuse me. Um, Anyway, getting to what I wanted to talk about in this video is what I want to talk about in this video is well, I'm sure, especially those of you that live here in Ireland, I'm sure you've heard about the threat of the ESB power cut, or of the ESB strike that's supposed to be happening on the 16th of December. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of you know about that. And that's what I wanted to talk about in this video, you know. And this is over like a 1.6 billion euro pension cut from the ESB. And yeah, you know, I mean, come on now. I mean, are you seriously going to go ahead with this strike? ESB, are you seriously going to go ahead with this? I mean, oh, just it's ridiculous, the things that are happening in this world today, you know. And sorry, but and you know, like, think if the just stop and imagine for a minute, right? Just say now, say now, say now, if I'm an elderly person, right? And you know, I'm an elderly person, and whatever, I could be living on my own, or could be married, whatever, you know. Think of it now, right? Think of all the people out there, children, even young people, whatever, but particularly the elderly people. They're the ones who need light and heat. Okay. Now I know you may, say for the heat, well, you don't like what I have there in the background, a stove. You know, some people like, can't they just light a fire or light the stove or whatever, you know. Well, you know, not everybody has the luxury of a stove, probably not even the luxury of an open fire. I don't know. I'm not too sure. I'm not exactly sure, but you know what I'm getting at anyway. And another thing is, I know that, like, back in the early days before electricity was discovered, you know, people used things like oil lamps and tilly lamps, you know, and all that. But you know, now there's none of that anymore. You know, there's no such thing as tilly lamps anymore. You know, everybody depends on the electricity for the light and for heat. You know, and as I said, somebody will probably say, you know, oh well, you know, if they're cold, just light the fire or the stove, whatever, or the range, whatever, you know. But there are some people out there that might not even have them things. They might just have the central heating, you know, and you know, like, and you know, and some of you probably say the same thing about boiling a kettle, you know, for water, you know. Oh, you know, if you just boil the saucepan or something on the cooker, you know, again, that's a luxury that some people may not have. And I'm talking about elderly people particularly, because if you've a, say now, if you've an electric cooker, right, and the power goes off, yeah, where are you then? You're screwed. You're screwed. You have an electric cooker, but you don't have any electricity to run it. You're screwed. Now, some people may have a generator. I don't know, but again, it's a thing that everybody will not have, you know. And yeah, but those people with an electric cooker, how are they going to be able to cook? How are they going to be able to boil water if they need it? You know. You know, it's okay for someone that has a gas cooker. Sure, they can continue to use the cooker. Oh yeah, and boil water and whatnot. You know, it's okay for people that have the generator. They can continue to use their electrical appliances. You know, such as washing machine, dishwasher, electric cooker, kettle. You know, all the TV. You know, and all that stuff. But what's But you know, I mean, for the people that don't have it, and for the elderly people that do not have any of them things that I mentioned, you know, what's going to happen with them? Are they just going to be? Are they just going to be like, oh, just left in a cold house, whatever? Come on now, ESB, get your act together. I mean, come on now. Surely you have to be thinking of them people. If not, then there's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with your people there. There's something wrong with your people in the company if they don't think like that. You know? And of all the times to have a strike in the winter time, okay, if it was in the summertime, okay, that would not be so bad. Because you know the summertime. Well, I know the past few summers here haven't been great, but the summer there this year was the best summer we've had in a long time. It was a great summer actually. You know, if we had, you know, you wouldn't mind so much in the summertime if you have weather like we had this year. You know, and the days are longer and all that. Okay, then it wouldn't it well. In some ways, it would be still a big deal, but not as big as it would be now this time of year, and in the lead up to Christmas. I mean, come on, what a time to have a strike in the lead up to Christmas in the middle of winter. What's up with that? And you know, and I myself, like, I depend a good bit on the I depend a bit on the electricity as well. Like for obvious reasons, I wouldn't be here on this computer now if I had no electricity, because I wouldn't have any computer, wouldn't have any internet, wouldn't be able to play my games on my Xbox, whatever. You know. I mean, are you seriously going to take all them things away if this strike does go ahead? Are you seriously going to take all that away from people? But I'm more concerned for the elderly people, because you know what I mean. I mean, what the hell is up with all that? You know, like, I have my mother and my aunts living here, and my dad passed away back in June there, so he did this year. Cancer, he had lung cancer. So, but I have my mum and my aunt, and like, my mum is turning 80 on the 24th of December. You know, and my aunt is older than her. She's in her 80s. You know, they need heat. People that their age, they need heat. Okay, again, they can light the stove. Okay, that's fine. But they have electric blankets in their bed, and they use them every night for heat. Think about that, ESP. Think about that. Do you really want to see people like that going into a cold bed in the middle of winter? Think about that, ESP. Because I know what answer I would give to that myself. But what do you think about that, ESP? Think about that. And it doesn't look like that it would do anyone, that it would do your customers any good to switch to electricity, as they are on the same grid as you. So I assume that when you cut, if you any time that you would cut the power, I assume that the electricity people, I assume that the electricity customers' power would also be cut. That's from my understanding anyway, because I heard electricity and the ESB are on the same grid. So if that's the case, so I mean, you just can't win, can you? I mean, but ESB, please just stop before you go and cut anybody's power off. Will you please think of them people? And I'm stressing this particularly to the elderly people. For the elderly people, think about them. Think about them. What you're taking away from them. You're taking away the light. You're taking away the power, the electricity from them, and that's leaving them like without things such as heat. They need heat to keep warm. And to make heat, they need, most of them anyway, will need electricity. Or all of them will need electricity actually, to do other things apart from heat, like to, as I said, possibly boil a kettle, wash themselves, wash themselves, like take a shower or heat up water for a bath, things like that, ESB. Do you not take things like that into consideration? If a power supplier company that supplies that has been supplying a whole country for a number of decades, if you haven't in the past, and if you don't, and you still haven't by now taken things like that into consideration before you cut off people's power on a strike, well then, what is wrong with you? There was definitely something wrong. I mean, come on, wake up, guys. Wake up, people. All I'm asking you is, and I'm sure there are plenty more out there asking the same thing of you as well. But again, not everybody would have the luxury of expressing their feelings over the internet, via a computer or smartphone or whatever. Not everybody would have the luxury to do it like that, but thankfully I do, and I'm thankful for that. And it's sad things that and it's sad that things like this it's sad when things like this have to go on, have to be done, you know. So it is. It's sad because you know, but to pick the winter time of all times and the lead up to Christmas, but especially the winter time when the weather is cold and heat and warmth are mostly needed, and even light for that matter is more. When all them things are mostly needed, you know, um, it's just outrageous. So it is. But yeah. Anyway, I feel that I've said enough in this video for now. So please feel free to share your comments in the comments section of the on my YouTube page, and yeah, and if you, whether you agree or disagree, please leave your comment. Thank you.